What up, what up, what up? This is Sanni here, and I'm talking about two animes right now. It's gonna be Black Clover and TATE no YUUSHA. The reason why I really haven't been doing like no Black Clover reviews or talkabouts or anything like that was because there's just more like fillers and everything. There's no point to even talk about fillers. This is fillers. It has no importance to the story whatsoever. But this episode did. So they finally got to the award ceremony and all of that, where they show all the the guard captains and all of that, and how many stars each um, captain's teams got. And of course Golden Dawn got like the first, but then it was the Black Bulls that got the second, and nobody was expecting that because they're pretty much like the losers of the whole Magic squads and everything like that. So then when it was doing that, they're saying like the superstars. Of course the superstar for Golden Dawn was and then the superstar for the Black Bulls was Astas, and they pretty much like made like their things like, oh, they're peasants, all it is, blah blah blah. And then they pretty much like showed off their showcase of their powers and whatnot. Obviously did his wind magic, and then Asta just pretty much like deflected or evaporated or whatever his thing is. And then they was talking about the king, because obviously the king doesn't really have like a presence like the wizard king, and it was just like talking bad about him. So then the king was like, he wanted to execute them because they was talking bad about him, because obviously he's not a very big person. People even said like they wish the wizard king was the actual king because he has more of a importance than the actual king, which I think it's weird because I remember seeing the king in like a previous episode. I don't remember him looking like that. I might just be tripping though. But then they was talking about they was gonna make royal knights, and I'm thinking like, why are they making like a higher class knights as like now? I mean, obviously it was a wizard's king idea, but I don't understand that aspect. It's like when you're watching an anime and it takes like 50 episodes to get strong enough to beat the main villain, right? And then they beat that villain, and after they beat it, a more stronger villain pops up out of nowhere. It's like, oh, you couldn't sense me because your powers was this low, and I was using mine as high to pretty much like mask mine, so you didn't notice. I'm like, really? How are you gonna be that strong and yet no one notices whatsoever? That's what I was thinking about when they made those Royal Knights, because everybody has to retake the test in order to join the Royal Knight squad, and it's gonna be pretty much every squad. It doesn't matter what squad you're from to pretty much take the test to get into the Royal Knights. And then I'm pretty sure that's a step higher into becoming the Wizard King, because obviously that's Asta and Yuno's goal is to become the Wizard King, one of them. So Asta pretty much said he wants to figure out how to tap into that demon power that he has. So we'll see how that rolls. So hopefully the NetSuites episode is not a filler, and it's actually continuing on to like the Real Knights and how they're gonna do the selection process and all of that, because they said everybody could enter, but I mean, there's got to be some type of requirements that you have to meet in order to even get to enter. Otherwise, it's kind of weird for me. But that was pretty much all I really thought about the Black Clover episode. And but the TATE no YUUSHA, I'm pretty sure I talked about it last week or whatnot. But how he got the little feather thing. I forgot her name, but she can have a human form, then she has a bird form and human form. Apparently she's like part of the royal family, and she can transform, and that's just one of the things the royal family can do, which I think is kind of weird. They're just adding more and more and more stuff into this freaking crap. So this episode, they're just pretty much going on missions to get some magic thread for the what is her name, Philo, something like that, and so she can transform without ripping her clothes, because right now every time she transforms into her bird form, she pretty much rips all her clothes that she had on her human form. So that's pretty much all they did in this one, and it was like making connections. Well, now for me was making connections with all of the traders and all of this, and just becoming like a good merchant as opposed to like really fighting. And he really didn't level up too much. I mean, he fought the Noon, but that's pretty much it. They really didn't do much fighting. He was doing much more studying and knowledge and all of that about magic. So in the long run, he's gonna be more stronger than the other three heroes. But right now, he's lacking in department because obviously the other three heroes are gonna be fighting more, so they can get a higher level for the second wave that's to come. And they still haven't checked when the second wave is going to be coming. So I'm pretty sure they're going to be looking up on that sometime soon, obviously, because I mean it's going to be the goddamn second wave. But it's pretty much all for those two. And then I still do gotta watch the Karakuri Circus. I think the next episode of that is coming out tomorrow, so I'm pretty much like 3 episodes behind on that. So I'm gonna watch all 3 episodes. The only reason why I really haven't watched it because I figured well, like I've seen like the comments and whatnot. One was Masaru's bad story, and then it was like another bad story, and I don't know what this third one's gonna be. So I mean, like they're doing bad story and bad story, so it's like nothing really important to the main story right now. But it is making the main characters have more depth. I can't even say the freaking word. More in depth in their characters, so you can pretty much like get them more as opposed to like, oh, why is this person like this? Why is their personality like this? So when they give more to the backstory, you can pretty much like understand why is that person that way. But I'm gonna make that video tomorrow. Actually, it's pretty tomorrow right now. So I'm gonna make that video tomorrow when it does come out, and see if there's any other anime that comes out with it. I'll probably just review that with that. But that is all for this video. This is Sanni saying sayonara.